Ragazzi, benvenuti nel secondo episodio di Dragon Age The Veilguard. Ho spostato la camera a destra, così è tutto più chiaro, essendo che la vita compare in basso a sinistra e a destra non c'è nulla. Eravamo rimasti che avevamo lasciato il campo dei saltatori del velo, dei veil jumpers, chiamiamolo in inglese così siamo a posto. Siamo arrivati alla Crocevia di D'Meta e dobbiamo trovare gli abitanti, che siamo arrivati e abbiamo solamente visto del fumo. Siamo con Mark. Continuiamo questa nostra avventura. Cosa sarà successo agli abitanti? Dove sono finiti? Sono stati attaccati da qualcosa, magari da parola oscura? Corrotti? Dalla corruzione che non conosciamo bene? Ho cambiato l'armatura perché nell'altra ero scalzo ed era orrendo.
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned. They barricaded the main
Hanno lasciato
entrance
tutto
into
così
town.
come...
To keep something out?
Fate un attimo
No.
esaminare.
To keep something in.
Hanno lasciato tutto così com'era. Qualcuno poteva tranquillamente passare e prendere del salame, del pomodoro senza alcun problema, quindi hanno lasciato di fretta. È arrivato qualcosa in modo inaspettato. Una minaccia, sicuro. Una minaccia che potrebbe essere ancora presente. E anche tutto in disordine, sì. Hanno barricato. Sì. Sì. Passiamo dal di qua. Esatto, la corruzione anche qui.
It's blight. Even worse than in the
Allora,
forest.
è corruzione, ok? Libro all'oscura.
Mustn't let anyone out.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Sono le ultime parole del Gran Mastro per tenere a sicuro la gente, ma evidentemente è corrotto, si sta trasformando in un prolo oscura. Ha rimasto ancora un po' di senno.
We'll be rewarded, all of us.
Ha rimasto ancora un po' di senno che gli impedisce di
Everyone has to
attaccarci.
stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here and everything will be fine.
Però abbiamo incontrato nei precedenti capitoli gente afflitta dalla corruzione di prolo oscura. Era comunque in grado di parlare, di fare dei discorsi. Loro è come se non ci sentissero, potrebbe essere qualcosa di peggiore. In effetti i prolo oscura sono peggiori. Non solo di stile estetico, proprio perché sono corrotti. Da qualcos'altro. Che cazzo è? Sto perdendo... Non vorrei corrompermi anch'io, Ok.
The town square. We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Ma com'è arrivata la prolo oscura qui?
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
Che schifo. Sembra... Cioè, sta pulsando, è viva. In effetti la...
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Infatti non me la ricordavo.
Okay,
Infatti
let's
non l'ho
keep going.
riconosciuta fin da subito,
Might be
prima
more
alla
survivors.
foresta.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva. They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Stavano chiedendo l'aiuto ai veil jumpers. Effettivamente non potevano affrontare questa cosa da soli.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Aiuto, credo. Un aiuto per affrontare questa situazione, anche se in effetti non sono i più esperti. Magari erano gli unici erano quelli più vicini che potessero aiutarli in qualche modo. Oppure c'era qualcosa sotto. Nel caso lo scopriremo.
Look.
Altra
more
gente
people.
corrotta. Sì, ma tanto non ci sentono.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Verremo ricompensati. Abbiamo portato la gente dentro, saremo ricompensati. In che senso ricompensati? Ma chi è che in uno stato di emergenza dice alla gente portate dentro gli altri, verrete ricompensati? Sembra più qualcosa che direbbe qualcuno che ha un piano in mente. Un piano che la gente non farebbe altrimenti. Una madre della nidata?
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Laura!
No, è solamente intrappolata.
Jahel, he's alive.
Belara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Belara, be careful.
Un rituale di sangue per liberare la corruzione. In che senso liberarla?
Help me, anyone!
In che senso liberarla? Liberare il suo potenziale o liberarla nel senso scatenarla nel mondo? Jahel, a scanso di equivoci assicuriamoci che il Crocevia di D'Meta sia a posto e che nessuno degli abitanti noti nulla. Prendi Milva, lei è nuova, questo l'aiuterà a sentirsi a proprio agio ed acquisire sicurezza come esploratrice.
Help me! Hurry!
Non è ancora corrotto lui. Ed ecco il drago. Più che un drago, cioè, se è vicino alla corruzione non è che sia un arcidemone. Anche se non sembra. Sudato. No, bagnato dalla pioggia.
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
È una forma di una delle due divinità elfiche. Anche se mi chiedo perché se n'è andata, non ho capito.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
Ah, ma quindi le antiche divinità hanno in pratica preso possesso della parola oscura e hanno convinto queste persone, quel borgomastro, a venderle a loro, ma in questo modo corrompendoli o comunque uccidendoli avrebbero ottenuto potere? Sì, come il rituale del sangue, ok, avrebbero dato potere alla parola oscura, quindi magari a loro Antichi dei, effettivamente gli arcidemoni erano antichi dei, no? Magari la cosa è legata, per questo ha la forma di un drago, questo dio elfico. Era nella tua testa, e quindi è giustificabile? Cioè, è una giustificazione?
You betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked, manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnean's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
Quindi li ha... Ok, d'accordo. L'ha fatto per oro?
All this for gold? The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blight's everywhere. D'Meta's crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blight everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook.
Allora, lo lascerebbe morire qui. Però il modo in cui parla, la tentazione, ha sfruttato la sua avidità e la sua paura. Sembra più tipo una cosa da demone del desiderio, no? Cioè, quindi una scelta, sì, ha fatto una scelta orrenda che meriterebbe di essere lasciato lì. Però capisce che non è stata davvero una sua scelta. È stato debole e si è fatto tentare. Ha studiato demoni del desiderio e lo associa un po' a questo. Quindi sì, è stato comunque un suo errore, ma più che di scelta sbagliata, di essere stato debole, di non essere stato capace di resistere alla loro tentazione. Dato questo e dato il fatto che comunque anche se lo liberasse e tornasse dagli dei non avrebbe più alcuna influenza, era il borgomastro di questo villaggio e basta, quindi non ha alcuna influenza, non c'è pericolo che possa fare chissà che cosa, e la scelta non era davvero sua consapevole, era stato anche lui una vittima in parte, è indeciso e nel dubbio evita di ucciderla.
Let's get him out of there.
What? This entire village is dead because of him.
I know.
Then why spare him?
Non è lui nostro nemico.
Because our fight is with Elgranon and Gilnean, not people like him.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself. I felt their power. The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret saving you.
Yes, of course. But you should be worried about the rest of the world. Or this will be our future. The fade had opened.
Diciamo che la risposta è perché i nostri nemici sono gli dei, non lui. Perché è colpa degli dei se lui ha fatto quello che ha fatto anche in parte.
Their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts? They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gilnean sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgranon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a
Morrigan,
show of force.
ho capito che era lei un attimo prima che si trasformasse. Perché è qui?
They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solas.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
Bene, una domanda, dov'è tuo figlio? Vabbè, chi sei?
So, who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Beh, faceva parte dell'Inquisizione e il tuo aiuto mi fa piacere.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solas himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solas is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like D'Meta's Crossing once the gods are through.
Però io mi chiedo come mai Morrigan ha la pelle così liscia e giovane quando dovrebbe avere tipo 45 anni. Skincare.
All this horror because a bunch of power-hungry gods want even more power.
When have the powerful among us ever done otherwise?
So how do we stop them?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solas might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even.
Sì, ripararlo.
Better than most.
Ma vai a fanculo.
You can offer. We'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even
E Meryl ci ha speso 6 anni per provare a ripararlo e non c'è riuscita. Te ci metti così in 5 secondi? No, non ci sto io,
gods. And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
No, se lei arriva lì, fa così un po' con le manine e in 2 minuti ripara un'Eluvian, io mi incazzo, Vabbè, non c'è bisogno poi che continui a dire che gli dei corrompono il mondo. L'abbiamo capito.
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Balara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Ok, incarico completato, incrocio di ombre. Ma perché ogni volta che c'è una transizione al nero è un po' sul viola? Cioè, ho capito che è Veilguard, è viola, ma fammi fare una transizione al nero in cui ci sia solo il nero. È fastidiosa, l'ho notato un sacco in editing e adesso non riesco a non vederlo. Luogo del rituale.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
Ma si dà supporto da sola perché è ferita. Comunque ora siamo finalmente qui a indagare nel luogo del rituale, come volevamo all'inizio.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
I'm not. Nev, I'm not. I don't blame you, or Rook, or anyone.
So just yourself? How's that working out?
Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escape from their prison, Solas is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solas's dagger. It'll be a start.
Comunque parlano di Varric come se fosse morto. E Varric, cioè, ha rischiato di morire, però ormai è acqua passata. Cioè, sta bene, è solamente un po' nel letto che deve riprendersi, però...
Look.
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Ah, stiamo cercando il pugnale di Solas. Ok, effettivamente. Può tornare molto utile. Forse più che utile, fondamentale.
Look, there it goes. Big darkspawn coming right at us.
Ho la super. Facciamo il parry, il parry, il parry. Parry. Vai, parry, bam!
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
Dove? Lì? Ah no, andiamo... Ok, dobbiamo andare a prendere il solito oggetto magico, ok. Ok, no, invece è diverso.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail.
Over there. Our dagger thief.
Però l'oscura ladro di pugnali.
And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Ah, ok, dobbiamo aspettare che arrivasse, che si distruggesse tutto il tubo. No, peccato. Speravo cadessero. Vabbè.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Oh cazzo. Distrutto.
Lyrium.
Harding?
Lei sta male, che è una nana, e Mark no.
Harding!
Non può essere.
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Isa to know. I am. We are free again. Whole again. Here again. Here again.
Harding!
Che significa?
I can hear it. The song of the stone.
Ah, ok, infatti.
What is happening to me?
Sembravano gli dei, però sembrava qualcosa riguardo appunto alla pietra
What the?
che abbiamo visto in Descent. Poi mi chiedo che cazzo vuol dire. Cioè, sono altri dei?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it. You got it. On your right. On the left.
On the left. Cos'è, Atreus?
They're coming from the right.
Eccoli.
Lucky shot.
Gold di Lyrium. Non è ancora finita?
Got it.
Finish it.
Beh, ci sta come boss fight per ora.
On your right.
Got him in the distance.
Ready to go again.
Don't cross Harding.
We're under fire.
Cazzo, no.
That's root for you. That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure.
Me lo chiedo
We
anch'io.
should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Siamo finalmente liberi dopo anni, quindi sono degli dei anche presenti all'interno della pietra. I titani sono...
Your pet
parlano.
has failed,
Non so, vabbè.
sister. And now the magic of the dreadful stagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over.
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solas's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
Io mi chiedo, perché hanno voluto far vedere la scena dei due dei così che parlano? Oh, saremo il Red Lyrium. Questa cosa negli altri Dragon Age non sarebbe mai successa. Non è la magia che conosco.
It's not the magic I know.
What do you mean?
It's clearly stone-focused, which makes sense. Dwarves are children of the stone.
Mages connect to the Fade. Dwarves reach out to the stone? Maybe?
Maybe.
I guess we don't have any real answers.
Ok, già questo mi ha dato qualche chiarimento in più. In realtà è più che un dono, direbbe è tutto così strano.
I honestly don't know what to think.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I just need time.
It's all strange, but somehow I feel connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I know it's strange, but is this gonna create problems for us?
No, assolutamente no, perché no. No. Non creerà alcun problema.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Huh. Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find someplace to relax and try to reach Solas in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
Vedremo.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Effettivamente no. È preoccupante più che buono. Legame con Harding è aumentato, legame con tutti è aumentato. Beh, con Harding sono voluto andare con non sei un problema, semplicemente perché, cioè, non con chissà quale profondità romantica, come magari trasmetteva il simbolo a fianco della risposta. Semplicemente l'ha preso come un'occasione per dirle quanto valorizzi la sua presenza all'interno della squadra, perché trova che sia all'interno del gruppo per ora la più audace. Trova un posto per metterti in contatto con Solas, ma io prima voglio vedere, posso parlare con i compagni?
Couldn't be one god, it had to be three.
No, non possiamo parlarci come negli altri Dragon Age. Ah, posso parlarci ora con Harding.
Toldar is Tunal. Vedun gar velos atredum.
But Velos Atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation. Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're busy. I shouldn't interrupt.
No, wait, sorry. Please stay. We can talk. About the stone. About Isatunal. Maybe explaining it to someone else will help get my thoughts in order.
So, what is it? What does it mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Esatto, cosa?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Okay. Whatever works for you.
Words aren't enough. It's hard to put into words something you just feel. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think.
Ah.
Never Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Quindi questa è la mia stanza. Sistemati nella stanza. Posiziona il piccolo specchio di Varric.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solas, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Esamina le opzioni relative all'unità di genere, sceglierne una, concluderà la conversazione. Ma vai a cagare!
I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that has seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. I helped a lot of Minrath's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around.
Ho agito d'impulso, ho fatto la scelta giusta, forse era la cosa giusta. No, ho fatto la scelta giusta.
We could have taken a stand and dared the Magisters to come after us. At least people are free because of what I did. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world.
Tra l'altro figo come sia comunque uno scacchi diverso, una scacchiera diversa, il posizionamento dei pezzi è diverso. Perché siamo in un altro mondo con un'altra storia.
He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent.
Ok, quindi gli scacchi perché sono un umano. Questo perché sono mago. Le catene era perché ero dei draghi d'ombra. Mentre il primo ricordo è per generale, per l'identità di genere. Ok.
Amazed this thing still works, seeing how many times I messed up the magic and broke something. But I got there eventually. Right, that's better. Now how do I connect to Solas? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
Solas si è ricordato che l'hai accusato di voler distruggere il mondo.
As you clearly already knew, something did escape. Elgranon and Gillenane. Blighted.
Thank you for letting me know.
You'll recall I also said that you don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I be doing?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Elgranon and Gillenane.
Lui vuole aiutarci a sistemare questi dei, giustamente, perché ci ha lottato anche lui e è il motivo per cui ha creato il velo. Ma comunque il suo obiettivo di distruggerlo, il velo, rimane, quindi non è un'alleanza temporanea.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't gonna work.
So you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Delle spie di Solas si erano infiltrate nel gruppo di Varric e Mark. La corruzione, ciò che esiste in questo mondo, è solo un frammento del suo potere. Il resto è imprigionato finché non lo liberano. Quindi la corruzione è rientra nei loro poteri e nella loro influenza.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
Ancora peggio di quanto di quanto lo è adesso. Assurdo. Perché corrompere il mondo?
I don't understand. Elgranon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elgranon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Prima di come li fermiamo, vuole chiedere, possiamo fermarli?
But we can stop them from freeing the Blight, right?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted, murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elgranon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, They will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Abbiamo un Veil Jumper, sistemerà le Luvian. E vabbè, la storia di Meryl è come se non esistesse. Vabbè, è anche una questione diversa, d'accordo, perché non è completamente rotto. Però, boh, quello, unito al fatto che ci sono le Luvian ormai ovunque, non lo so, secondo me hanno comunque tolto un po' di profondità alla storia di Varric. Stai bene?
So Solas told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you had seen D'Meta's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solas wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Capito. Capito, quindi perché è quello con più spirito di iniziativa e di improvvisazione.
There is something. D'Meta's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solas in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Ho dei timori.
He's the god of lies and he's inside my head, Varric. How do you think I feel about that?
Fair enough. But Nev's a great mage. If you need her to whip up a ward to keep him out of your mind, she can. But you haven't asked her to. Why not?
Solas is our best source of information about these elven gods. We can't stop them without what he knows.
So you're making the decision to keep talking with him?
Yeah.
You're making a choice. Stay careful, stay worried, but don't beat yourself up about doing what you have to do.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Mi piace che ci consultiamo con Varric come se fosse un mentore. Effettivamente ne ha passate tantissime.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Andiamo a vedere.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods. I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin. Their most feared mage killer, the
Ammazza
demon of Virantium.
Ammazza maghi, il demone di Virantium. Credi che andremo d'accordo?
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years. But the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Ottimo lavoro.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the Empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after. More than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
We train to be the best at countering evil magic. Time to prove it.
Were you missing a challenge?
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah, should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Viravas, freedom of ways. I wonder...
Forse Morrigan si sbagliava, ma...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous, as the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solas. I
Sarà
wonder if it's the
cicatrice.
same.
Si vede ancora un po' il livido nell'occhio.
It is alike, and it is not.
Ha riparato quell'aggeggio? Ma che spirito è? No, non è lo spirito dell'archivio.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Andiamo, raggiungi Crocevia. Ora di là si vede Crocevia.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Ok, quindi questa sarebbe la zona da cui possiamo interagire con i portali e viaggiare in varie parti del... non so, puoi dire Tedas, ma del Tevinter. Raduna il tuo gruppo, che qui posso cambiare i compagni. Ok. Che... oddio. Sta musica mi ricorda Elden Ring, ti prego, non ricordarmelo. La musica... Le musiche calme di Elden Ring sono noiosissime, davvero, cioè.
Here, this dock seems sturdy. So
cos'è, Caronte?
Winds await, Dweller.
Saliamo da Caronte.
The deeper currents. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Anche noi.
So we're interlopers too?
Andiamo a Treviso, una città realmente esistente, quindi non so perché gli hanno dato questo nome.
The Fate Tear, that's where they're breaking through.
Gods and their fate tearing. Let's cut them off.
Ma che cazzo? Ok.
What's this? It looks like an entryway?
No, dove siamo finiti?
What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
Dovevo esaminare le radici, non l'ho fatto.
How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's,
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key.
Ma chi è?
If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
Ma chi è?
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf.
Ah, ok.
One of Solas's agents? This is a memory. We're seeing Solas's past.
Il passato di Solas, davvero.
Freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Ok, interessante.
Blight, be careful.
Ugh. Somehow it's even more revolting here.
These are more than just memories. Fight!
Ok, ce l'hanno
So
fatto.
Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Quindi la corruzione esisteva ancora prima del velo, ecco.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is
Aveva I capelli,
strong.
assurdo.
It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solas sounded rattled.
The Blight really had him scared.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us. Time to go.
Free, and faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Ah, Gillenane è qui che sta cercando di utilizzare il ricordo e ciò che lo compone per distruggerci. Ha influenza in questo regno.
I think we broke through to Gillenane's prized specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillenane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Sono vecchi.
Here.
Ah, ok, quelli nuovi che abbiamo visto adesso in realtà sono I vecchi che sono tornati, ho capito.
Damn, Gillenane got her.
È la vecchia forma che è tornata,
I'm burning up.
Look out!
Bam! Mana insufficiente.
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork. You, who are the most sensitive of us.
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Non capisco, ma non è una mia scelta. Secondo me non l'aiuterà.
He's too afraid of the Blight to do anything but end her pain.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solas destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
He was so ready to burn it all. Friends included. Not much has changed.
This fragment might tell us more.
Ma è una scelta. Cioè, in quel momento stavo scegliendo per Solas. Spero di no. Che stronzata.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Città convergente.
Is there something inside it?
No, non l'ho presa. Ma dai.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourself.
Sirin doppia foggia. Cazzo. Non è una bella sera, Ruth. Ma io paro che voglio fare il parry, ma è l'attacco sbagliato.
Rook, it left something behind.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Ugh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
Esamina gli Eluvian e scegliene uno.
I didn't know this many Eluvians still existed. Where do they go?
Time to find out.
Uno porterà a Treviso, dai. Raggiungi Treviso, dove volevo andare. Vai. Parla con i corvi per trovare l'ammazzamaghi. Un nuovo compagno. Solo Harding? Vabbè, va bene. Treviso.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva.
Siamo ad Antiva
Now
ora.
living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Ho finalmente una città che non sia completamente corrotta dall'oblio.
And you're under Atea Kentori of the Crows?
Thea, please. Come. My associate Viago is
Come.
gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
L'accento tipico di Antiva, sì, siamo ad Antiva. Kunari?
Documents, it's all there.
Ah, con la faccia coperta sembrano veri Kunari.
My friend says come with us.
The
Sembrano
Antaam
veri
soldiers
Kunari
have made
questi.
themselves at home here.
We have suffered their company for too long. The Antaam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter.
Gli
Some
Antaam.
turned here instead.
Ma questi qui sono veri Kunari, non sono Antaam come li chiami tu.
And has no standing army to stop them.
Si può parlare con... Sì, questo è un Kunari, vai.
I'm Rithari, healer.
Non c'è niente da comprare comunque, andiamo avanti.
It must be hard dealing with the Antaam.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain. And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat.
She didn't come back.
Ah, ci arrampichiamo così. La stessa decorazione di rampicanti che c'era in Inquisition durante il ballo in maschera, su cui potevi arrampicarti, l'hanno presa. L'hanno ripresa. Ah, fiero, va bene, ma mi chiedo perché uno deve utilizzare... Non è un sistema di trasporto convenzionale, cioè è usato dai corvi, ma non è stato studiato per quello inizialmente.
Welcome to the Cantori Diamond.
Invece no, è fatto apposta perché siamo appena arrivati alla sede dei corvi.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago deriva. Fifth
Viago
talon.
deriva.
And this is Caterina della Morte, first talon of the Crows.
An honor.
Prima volta che vediamo i corvi
Ilario della Morte, her grandson.
nella loro organizzazione.
What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient, blooded mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages in Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanis della Morte is dead.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out.
So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The ossuary, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
D'accordo. Gli facciamo un favore in modo da
What about mages
ottenere
when he's there?
l'assassino di cui abbiamo
Did you
bisogno.
think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one
No!
called the demon of Virantium?
No!
The ossuary lies beneath the sea. A fact I learned near Military.
Under the... Oh, this is gonna be just great.
You're not happy Katerina kept this from you.
Would you be? Lucanis is family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him. And now, who can say if he's even still alive? There, you take the boat.
Almeno ora c'è la speranza che sia vivo. Prima lo davi morto per certo.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tale, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
Sembra un po' Venezia effettivamente, da questa visuale. Perché c'è un molo, c'è un ponte e c'è la barca. Basta, Venezia.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
I can't decide if that's good or bad.
Siamo
But we
sott'acqua?
have a demon to find. Any ideas?
Non ho capito, come facciamo ad essere sott'acqua? Ma che magia ho utilizzato? Caliban, gli altri custodi non vogliono più avvicinarsi alla cella del corvo. Non possiamo incaricare qualcun altro, gli schiavi? Ovidius. Ma siamo sott'acqua con un incantesimo o siamo in una base sott'acqua? No, no, siamo proprio sott'acqua.
Look. So this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
Usano la magia per poter mantenere questo... No, siamo proprio sott'acqua. Sì, sì, c'è una balena che nuota. Non è tipo una... Non c'è una barriera. Siamo proprio letteralmente in mezzo all'acqua. Però non c'è l'acqua. Magari l'acqua è tipo più in alto. Sì. Però non si nota dove inizia e dove finisce. Che cazzo? Non capisco. C'è una magia strana. Ok, c'è la barriera. È lì, d'accordo. Ok. C'è una barriera. Ora è chiaro. Ora si vede. Siamo solo io e Harding, ok.
Well, we're not going that way.
Oh, so the place is underwater and falling apart. That seems real safe.
Siamo da di qua.
I can't believe all this is underwater. If the enchantments containing this place ever failed.
Are we sure we want to do this, Rook? The Antivan crows aren't really known for being loyal or helpful. They're mostly known for killing.
Killing is what we need, though.
Battaglia, vedo che c'è una pozione lì. Ok, bisogna distruggere.
All right, we're almost through. We don't have to fight. We're just here for the Lucanis della Morte. Get ready.
Rising hail, dragon of mystery. Lucanis, dragon of night. Hear your faithful call.
Eccolo. Che magia sta usando? Cosa sono quelle ali?
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Katarina sent me.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
And you're possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katarina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good, because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here. Caliban. Crows don't break contracts.
Questo lo sappiamo molto bene.
Fine, but we make it quick.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go. So, first order of business?
È ora parte del gruppo.
Blood first, then my target, Caliban.
Ecco perché eravamo solo uno, perché si unisce Lucanis. Ok.
There's a bridge.
Not anymore. We'll have to find another way across.
Però dai, vabbè.
Has a key.
This is a big place. Where would they keep vials of blood?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only thing that can bind a demon. If they lose it,
then it's chaos. Wait, were they torturing demons? How? Why?
They didn't all start out as demons. Zara made sure they ended up that way.
Zara?
Zara Renata. There might be a higher-ranking Venatori somewhere, but I don't know of one. This place is all her.
corpses possessed by demons. Watch out.
Zara Renata's work. This place exists for her to make new, worse kinds of demons.
Eccone un altro. Dove sta correndo? Dove vai?
Mine.
Cannot be destroyed!
Quella barriera, poi l'acqua che esce da
Now what?
uno dei macchinari che costituisce la barriera fa capire che comunque non è completamente impenetrabile.
Who is he? The demon. He says there's something here. Something he can grab hold of in the Fade. It's close.
Quindi è impossessato. Vai.
Easy enough.
The demon pulled all of that from the Fade?
I'm as surprised as you.
Sì, ma... Ah, tempo, ok. Sì, ma è davvero... Cioè, in sto Veilguard tutto è diventato così semplice magicamente.
They're fighting? But the Venatori made all these monsters, didn't they?
Sì, infatti è strano.
Zara can summon all the demons she wants, but they don't have to obey her.
Ah, non tutti obbediscono, ho capito.
What did Zara want all these undead for?
Nothing. Those are the failures.
If those are failures, what does success look like?
She took the best results out a few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still here.
The gods first!
Bam!
That's why this place exists. This is what success looks like.
There, just one crystal between us and the other side of that barrier.
That's it. The barrier should be down.
Let's see what's on the other side.
When you said a vial of blood, I thought it would be small.
Caliban, sappiamo entrambi quanto Zara possa essere esigente. O la perfezione o niente. Ovviamente non accetterà che il corvo rappresenti un fallimento nel suo metodo. Uccidilo e basta. Forse il demone si manifesterà quando morirà.
There. That's the one. It has to be.
Distrutta.
It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
Cerchiamolo. Usa il montacarichi.
Rook?
It's us against gods, Harding.
I am right here, you know.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katarina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Ripetono troppo spesso, siamo noi contro gli dei. Ho capito, dai.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon
Mark
of
un po' più
Byzantium.
vecchio.
Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Calivan.
He is. The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract.
What did they offer you in exchange for my life, Crow? Was it worth it? Oh, you brought ruffians with you. Were you lonely?
Vai, distruggilo!
You are a failed experiment.
Evento fallito.
Come forth, prisoners.
Un demone da superbia di Caliban. No. Ma porca troia.
Take them down!
Aiuto! Ok, ucciso. Ed eccolo tornato. Non importa se ti rifiuti, cadrai comunque.
I will have order!
Oh, bene. Questa è stata molto più dura degli altri scontri. Quello è il suo demone.
The crows send their regards.
So we got your target?
Yes. The job's done.
Smells like blood.
Astio.
Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Ah, io non lo vedo? No, scusami, cioè, se il mio personaggio non lo vede, perché io lo vedo? Dai, su. Vabbè,
So we can leave, right? Lucanis, right?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Maker.
Lucanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Zara? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison?
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe?
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion.
get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Ma la vecchia, Caterina? Le mie condoglianze, in realtà non la conosce nemmeno. Beh, poi è una membra dei Corvi. Vabbè, c'è lo zampino delle divinità.
Someone killed the first talent of the crows now? After the gods escaped? That's not a coincidence.
Zara's been a thorn in our side before, and you said yourself, it could be revenge for your prison break.
No, Rook's right. The timing is suspicious for many reasons.
When I find Zara, I'll ask her. You just got here, and already you want to leave again? Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
You haven't explained what happened in the ossuary, Lucanis.
Later.
I won't forget.
Cousin, when you find Zara, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antaam on one side and Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanis. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
Si è legato al demone come lo era Anders, sì.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on Spite.
He doesn't want to hurt you. How rare. Everyone else does. I want to talk to him.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to...
Lucanis!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way.
But he could just take you over. Make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
You're bleeding. Maybe that's not fine.
He won't kill me. He cannot do that and get what he wants. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
È il caso che resti solo? No, lascia stare.
No offense, but having an abomination in the lighthouse makes me nervous.
Well, being an abomination makes me nervous too.
Lucanis,
Please.
Effettivamente non ci ha detto nulla riguardo al demone, non si è spiegato molto del demone, quindi legame con Harding. Ah, il legame aumenta portando i companion con te? Ok. No, comunque, essendo che non gli ha raccontato molto del demone, è un po' in allerta a riguardo, perché non sa. Vabbè, vedremo andando avanti come si evolverà la situazione e che effetti avrà questo demone che gli è stato impiantato dentro con esperimenti, quindi magari in modo diverso da come è entrato nel corpo di Anders. Quindi potrebbe avere dei risvolti differenti? Oppure plasmerà anche lui? Vedremo. Intanto noi andiamo a vedere adesso se c'è qualcuno che vuole parlarci. Se no, sì.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
Vengo con te. Anche perché sono un mago, quindi potrei aiutarti, quindi ci sta che glielo chieda. Trovo un'eluvia che conduca alla foresta di Arlatan. Ok. Potremmo fare prima questo e poi draghi ombra. Vediamo se c'è qualcun altro che vuole parlarci.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer. Though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathos. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katarina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
Bene. Dai, mettiti pure a tuo agio, sì.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
Cosa turba Astio?
We should know. Is there anything in particular that upsets Spite?
Not getting his way. Getting his way and not liking the outcome.
Sounds like a child.
Have you seen a child when they realize they don't control the world? Except Spite's anger has real power behind it. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
Bellara vuole parlarci ed è dorata la cosa.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God. Do you remember? Oh, no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Cosa ha da dire a riguardo? È un po'... è parecchio impulsiva, vabbè... tranquilla.
Take a deep breath. Let's talk this through.
I wish I could, but I can't. Not right now. My thoughts just keep bouncing around, won't line up. The Illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
This stuff's thousands of years old. Nobody could figure it out right away. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the Fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
Mi piace come farnetichi, scordatevelo.
I've been known to ramble now and then. Sometimes I get ahead of my thoughts, and when I try to sort them out, they're all jumbled.
Right, and they're slippery and fast, and you can only catch some of them. Oh, I wish I could catch the thought that would let me fix this thing. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Ottima idea.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
Spoiler? Quale attenzione? Comunque l'ottima idea non stava più che per il... mai sottovalutare un sonnellino. Era più indirizzato al... ne hai bisogno. Però d'accordo, va bene comunque. Una lettera. Messaggio dei Corvi. Rook, gli Antaam che occupano Treviso pensano di poter resistere più dei Corvi. Crediamo sia giunto il momento di dimostrare che si sbagliano. Vieni a trovarci quando puoi, Teia. Ma gli Antaam chi sono?
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads. Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, dweller.
Right.
Capito. Chiaro.
To other shores.
That scent, I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
Chi è?
The Antaam here?
Ma chi sono gli Antaam? Sembrano cunari, ma più grossi.
First the Crossroads Guardians and now the Antaam. Stay alert.
Ok, ho cercato online e gli Antaam sono dei cunari. Solo che è una frase che, boh, io non ho mai sentito prima. La dicono come se si sapesse cosa sia. Non l'hanno ancora spiegata qui in sto gioco, quindi perché danno per scontato che lo sappiamo? Qua c'è un altro ricordo di Solas. Ok, quindi c'è la seconda parte.
What happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade, more like a dream or...
Sì, l'hai già provato.
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who, me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Alganan's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral's scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
For the Dread Wolf. Ecco.
So, the Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Remember, these memories can hurt us.
Finalmente.
Glad to see we all made it. Alganan's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Alganan is coming.
Solas sounded frightened.
In his position, can't blame him in this case.
No, basta, basta guardie!
Thank you all.
There's an Alluvian nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Alganan approaches.
Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety.
I will hold off Alganan himself for as long as I am able.
Ok.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
Finalmente.
There will be a reckoning for this Solas, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Alganan find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solas?
Alganan is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
Vabbè, tutto sto ricordo lunghissimo, pieno di combattimenti per capire cosa. Solas e altri elfi hanno respinto le guardie di Alganan. Ok.
The memory ends here.
Solas always cared about fighting injustice.
Per liberare degli schiavi, va bene.
He still thinks he is.
Couldn't last, could it?
And now all that's left is this fragment. Come on, let's go.
Viaggio rapido sbloccato, perfetto. Nuovi Eluvian sbloccati. Facciamo la nostra prima missione secondaria dei compagni.
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Maybe if I see more of this stone magic, it'll seem less weird.
This is all new to me too, you know. Come on.
Harding apprezza la tua onestà nel
Being
dirle che
able to
devi
move
usare
the
la sua
terrain
nuova
is going to be
magia.
really useful for a scout.
Getting up high for good vantage.
Let's try it out. For practice.
All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Oh, awkward.
Maybe if you used words.
What? Tell the rock what to do?
Sort of.
It's not a dog.
Yeah, but just try it.
Fly! Oh, you are the worst. The worst! So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Leva emotiva?
You're thinking too hard about it. Maybe think less and feel more. Have fun. Go with what feels good.
Feels good. Right. Connection. Joy. Fun. You know, we would sometimes go to the shore of Lake Calenhad in summer. My friends and I would collect stones and see who could build the best rock fort. I bet my fort would be the best now.
Bam.
It worked! It worked! That was a great idea, Rook!
I haven't seen you look this happy in a while, Harding.
I know. Life, right? Let's not talk about it. I just want to enjoy the moment. Being around you makes me feel lighter, somehow.
Hai dei bei capelli così random? No.
We should do this more often.
Just you and me? People might talk.
About what? That we like doing stuff together? Ooh, scandalous.
Right. Right. Of course. Why would they talk?
Did you mean something else?
No. No. Of course not. I mean...
Are you blushing?
No. I mean... Yeah. You try moving rocks with your mind. I mean... I should go practice more. Shouldn't I? I should.
I wonder what's up there. Think you
Quindi
could
ora ha
find us a
sbloccato
route?
l'abilità per...
Maybe. I'll take a look.
RB. Comunque è una mia impressione, ma mi è sembrato un po' troppo... Mi è sembrato troppo veloce il fatto che Harding ci stia già più o meno provando. Cioè, mia impressione, non lo so. Vedremo come si evolve. Alla fine Mark non ha detto niente di particolare. Ancora.
Heard ya.
Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice on.
Bliss in oneness. A voice, a chorus.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Think you could clear a path for us?
Ah, come? Ah, ok. Va bene, ora anche il potere di Harding è diventato OP. Va
Look
bene.
at that. You're getting good. Wanna try another one?
Why not?
Vai.
You got it. There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now.
Quindi ora può muovere tutte queste pietre particolari.
And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practicing, I mean.
Vai.
Of course.
Let's find a couple more. It's no trouble for you now.
I know. This is great.
Parkour. Si tira su qui.
Got it.
Look, the abilities are still strange, but at least you're learning to control them.
Oh, absolutely.
Di certo è una cosa molto positiva. Acrobati del velo.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
Colpisci. Mark possente.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone. Is anyone out there?
Stiamo arrivando.
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
Ma dov'è?
Up over there. I bet that's where he is.
Tira su.
How about if you move this rock? There he is.
Eccolo.
Let's hurry.
Cavolo, eravamo lontanissimi prima, come caso si faceva a sentire?
Easy. Maker. I thought I was dead for sure.
How are you feeling? How's the leg?
Broken, I think. But I'm alive. And I'm grateful for that. The rocks. How did you do that?
Sono inquietante.
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding, what's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Ok.
È un po' come se nella pietra ci fossero degli antichi dei che si stanno risvegliando. Qualcosa del genere. Dei come i dei elfici, quindi magari esseri molto potenti e basta. Però dai, questa missione mi è piaciuta. Ci sta. Mark e Harding stanno iniziando a facendo un po' un legame maggiore, come... non per chissà quale caso... Ecco, infatti vuole parlare con noi.
You've been quiet.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Cercare lei.
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning...
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients... You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
Speriamo.
I'd like for you to get the answers you're looking for.
Me too. I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Quindi scopriremo di più sui titani. Bene. Perché non è mai stato davvero chiaro cosa fossero. Prima di andare a cercare i draghi ombra e chiedere il loro aiuto, direi di aiutare i corvi che ci hanno richiesto aiuto, in modo da ottenere maggiormente il loro favore, no? Piuttosto che lasciarli, piuttosto che farli aspettare. Ha senso. Quindi andiamo a Treviso. Sempre Harding, ma ci portiamo Lucanis questo giro, perché andiamo dai corvi, no? Eccoli lì.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting. I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Diventa irritabile quando un contratto viene posticipato.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antaam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Ok, può avere senso. È stato troppo facile.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Potrebbe ripetersi, capisco.
Butcher Dothrada. What do you know about him?
The Antaam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antaam.
But Antaam distrusts magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
I Qunari che vengono attirati dal potere al punto da sostenere un'entità malvagia e corrotta magica, dubito.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sì, ci sta.
I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost
Andiamo, non
too
siamo,
much to
non
this
siamo ad
occupation.
ascoltarli inutilmente. Andiamo. Ha senso, li aiutiamo a ritenere potere in Antiva contro i Qunari che sicuramente sono peggio. E otterremo anche un maggior aiuto contro gli dei. Ha perfettamente senso. Salta.
Don't look down.
Oh, armatura leggera finalmente. Sembra un corvo di Antiva, ma va bene. Ah, questa è la stessa melodia che veniva cantata nell'Inquisition. Esatto, è quella. Questo bambino può parlare?
If the Butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
Il carnefice. Perché non li chiamano Qunari invece che Antaam? Perché magari qua, forse perché qua nel Tevinte li conoscono meglio, quindi più che Qunari li chiamano con un nome più specifico. Può aver senso. Sì.
Bunch of Antaam stopped me on my way to work and demanded to know who I was and where I was going.
What gives them the right?
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
Sì, difficilmente saremo gli unici. Ho questa sensazione.
We've got on.
Ecco Antaam.
Don't worry. Taya and Viago sent us.
You're with Lucanis? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antaam!
Ma sono con dei cannoni. Forse perché, appunto, essendo Qunari avranno... hanno la gaslock. E gli lancia il coltello.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Dareth, my cousin.
Liberiamolo.
Please, you have to finish Dareth's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then Someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
Ok, abbiamo liberato questo bambino. Mentre lui è morto. Dareth, la tua pista era buona, abbiamo altri lavoretti per te. Il contratto è al solito posto oltre Teia e Viago, segui i marchi. È morto, quindi dovremmo compiere la sua missione al posto suo.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look.
Quei culari sapevano dove trovare quel corvo.
Perfectly thrown.
That's gotta be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Teia told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that.
Here's another crow mark.
Possiamo avere la stessa.
What were we talking about?
Bello che continuino il banter dopo che sono stati interrotti con una frase.
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
Il carnefice di Treviso ha soldato un avvelenatore che fabbrica Kamek. Il destinatario di questo contratto, Dareth, ha l'incarico di trovare questo capo Kamek nella guarnigione ed eliminarlo. Il destinatario deve anche occuparsi del traditore che ha permesso agli Antaam di entrare in questa città, nel caso questa persona divenisse nota. Se il destinatario dovesse cadere, i suoi parenti prossimi possono rivendicare questo contratto.
The butcher is making poison. Kamek.
The poison that destroys your mind? That Kamek?
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antaam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hang on.
Beh, quanta gente. Figo. Accarezziamo il gatto. Molto importante.
Teia told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know...
Take them out, quick!
Ecco, altri Antaam. Sì, ma mi stunnano. Basta continuare a dirlo. Basta. L'ho già sentito.
Brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. You can both.
E la ficcia si adeguerà? Esercito di Kunari.
We're in.
Fermeremo.
Let's find the comic master.
But Antaam do not respect traitors. Crows fight us for Treviso.
Ready when you...
Corvi contro Kunari. Non avete speranza. Oddio, che è? Va bene. Capo qua, eccolo! Quello che crea il veleno che influenza la mente. Beh, ti abbiamo trovato finalmente. Vai.
Understood.
How does he even work with the butcher?
Ask questions after it's dead.
Perry.
Keep at it. We can't let this thing out.
No.
I think we've just about got it.
Non così fatta, sì.
It's done.
Oh.
The comic master's dead.
Good. That's good.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here.
Distruggiamo queste pozioni.
That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
Tipo questo documento. Il carnefice su tutte le furie. Qualcuno ha rubato il kamek che gli avevo preparato. Non so che l'abbia preso, ma non è una mia preoccupazione. Gli ho detto di chiedere all'essere umano che ha tradito questa città di indagare. Il carnefice non era contento. Mi ha rinchiuso qui, ha detto che ero cambiato. Che ci trovi un altro capo kamek. Ho fatto quello che dovevo. Gli dei mi assegneranno un altro ruolo come distruttore di carne.
Wait, this note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea, but the note does mention the butcher's inside trader. The occupation had help. Tay and Viago need to know they were right.
Quindi non è finita qui. C'è dell'altro veleno in giro, dobbiamo capire chi l'ha rubato. Per avere risolto la minaccia una volta per tutte.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antaam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antaam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
Ci sono dei traditori.
It's bigger than whatever it is you're whining about. The gods are corrupting some of the Antaam.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them. What if their crows died for this contract?
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
Ah, bella ricompensa.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
Un veleno lento. Forza più 250 corvi di Antiva. Chissà questa forza in cosa si tramuta esattamente. Bene, comunque. Abbiamo fatto anche questa missione di corvi. Ci ricontatteranno in seguito. Direi che ora è arrivato il momento di fare i draghi ombra. Di contattare i draghi ombra. È arrivato finalmente il momento. Abbiamo aiutato i corvi senza farli aspettare troppo, essendo comunque i nostri alleati contro gli dei. Ora però andiamo a fare quello che c'è di altro di importante. Come sbloccare Meteora. Oh, guarda, ma Harding ha migliorato il suo posto. Finalmente ora è qualcosa di decente, dai, bello.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Una missione.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Va bene, missione di Bellara. Parliamo anche con Lucanis.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Va bene, caffè con i corvi. Sono molto curioso di questo caffè con i corvi. Lo faremo prossima volta. Solo una cosa. Varric ci permetterà di parlare riguardo a quello che abbiamo fatto con i corvi? No.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
Niente, solo lei. Va bene, ragazzi. Direi che possiamo fermarci qui. Il video è durato abbastanza. Abbiamo fatto tutta la parte dei... buonissima parte dei corvi. Vorrei evitare di far durare il video troppo, quindi direi che possiamo fermarci. Abbiamo fatto anche Harding, abbiamo fatto anche 2 ricordi di Solas. Abbiamo fatto un po' di roba, però andare a fare anche i draghi ombra mi sembra un po' eccessivo. Fatemi sapere come sta andando. Secondo me il gioco... inizio adesso a sentire che la scrittura è un po' diminuita, perché in effetti mi sta perdendo un po' meno di quanto mi ha preso Inquisition. Però è comunque piacevole da giocare. La storia comunque sta prendendo una buona piega, quindi sono curioso di andare avanti e di vedere come continua la storia di Mark. Fatemi sapere cosa ne pensate voi. Se vi piace questo video lasciate un like e noi ci vediamo al prossimo.